guys, what's up? This is Hellsing920, and it's time for the Fanboy Chronicles. Now, before I get into tonight's episode of the Fanboy Chronicles, I have to fulfill a request that was sent in by at least a dozen viewers. People wanted me to model the King Human turkey hat just because they wanted to see me wearing it. Well, folks, behold. Let me zoom in here and let you get a better look at the hat. King Human, the official King Human turkey hat. And if you want one of these babies for yourselves, by all means, head on over to King Human's YouTube channel, which I believe is just youtube.com/KingHuman, and subscribe. Wait for one of his contests where he's going to be giving away the mighty turkey hat, and you may very well win a hat yourself. Now, I would happily wear this thing for the entire rant, but it's way too hot in here. This thing, it does heat up your head pretty quickly. Let me set that down quick. Now, tonight's episode of the Fanboy Chronicles, I also don't need my remote right now, comes on the heels of my recent rant. Yes. For you see, my most recent video here on YouTube was a rant about movie theaters and why I don't go. Which, of course, came on the heels of everyone asking me if I'd seen The Dark Knight yet. Let me adjust that. And I said no. And I explained why. And I got a lot of private messages. These people did not bother to actually comment on the videos themselves. I mean, on that video itself. They all had to send me a message. They called me a fucking retard for not seeing The Dark Knight in theaters. Okay? They said I am an ignorant fuck because I didn't like Batman Begins. But they mostly railed on me because I haven't seen The Dark Knight. Some of them even said that they had seen it up to 10 times within the first week of it coming out. So I decided to do a little bit of research. Found out a lot of very funny things about the Dark Knight fanboys. First and foremost, numerous movie critics have received threatening letters, some of them even as far as death threats, because they spoke ill of anything in the film. If they gave it a rating of anything less than 5 stars or less than A+, these people went after them. They wrote these nasty, vulgar, threatening letters, threatening them, threatening their family, threatening their pets. Folks, this is absolutely fucking nuts. The Dark Knight is just a movie. It is. And so what if I haven't fucking seen it? I'm going to see it when it comes out on DVD. Why? Because I'm a patient motherfucker. Alright? Let me just show you how patient I really am. And I'm not trying to lose my temper on this one, folks. Months ago, I went on to Amazon.com and I pre-ordered a game for the PS2. Total Nonstop Action Wrestling's Impact. Yes, I pre-ordered the TNA video game back in March, when it was supposed to come out in June at that point. It got pushed back to September, so I'm still waiting on it. I'm being very patient. I'm not flipping out over it. Why? Because it's just a game. I can be patient. The Dark Knight is just a movie. I can wait for it to come out on DVD. At that point, I can either buy it for 20 bucks, or less if I pick it up on the first day, and even less if I only buy the 1-disc edition instead of the 2-disc worthless edition, which they're probably going to put out. Or I can rent it for about 3 bucks. Ta-da. I'm going to see it. But you fuckers threatening me is not going to make me go to a theater any faster to go see it. In fact, if anything, it's kind of what's turning me off from it. Because if it turns supposedly sensible human beings into these vulgar, violent assholes who send threatening messages to not only myself because I haven't seen it, but the critics because they say that, oh, you know, it might be a little bit long. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Yes, I totally understand that the Fanboy Chronicles is supposed to be a fun little thing where I tear into Trekkies and Final Fantasy fanboys and Naruto fanboys and all this other shit. But these guys, they just drove me to this, folks. I got at least a dozen messages within 3 hours of posting the fucking video. Good fucking God. And I don't even believe that I used The Dark Knight as a search tag on that video. So how the fuck did these idiots find it? Holy shit. Now, I've also seen on various like movie message boards that these guys go and they rail against anybody who says that a certain Batman film in the series is better than The Dark Knight. If anybody has the balls to say that Batman, the 1988 Tim Burton film, is better than The Dark Knight, they just go off. And if you have the balls to say that the 1964 Adam West Batman movie, which in my opinion is the best so far, if you say that one's better than The Dark Knight, they fucking think that you're out of your mind. Of course, I like it because it's a comedy, and it doesn't take itself seriously, which is also the positive behind Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. They don't fucking take themselves seriously. But these people are working on a hair trigger, folks. Good God, I would hate to be at a theater where anybody comes walking out of The Dark Knight and say that it sucks. Or just say that the ending sucked, or say that Two-Face looks like shit, or whatever the fuck people might say. I would hate to be, actually I would like to be a witness to that. Because I have yet to be witness to a fucking execution inside of a public building. I've never, that would be just so cool. Anyway, back to my topic. Anyway, these assholes have threatened me because I said I haven't seen it. That's why I picked them as tonight's victims, folks. Plus after all the research and hitting all these different message boards and reading all these news articles, these people are nuts. They have basically pushed the bar straight up as to how insane a fanboy can get. And of course I know most of them are not probably going to send me new messages saying that they are not a fanboy, they are lovers of fine art, and they love great films. Then why the fuck are you threatening me because I haven't seen it? That would basically be like if I threatened to stab you because you haven't seen Death Race 2000, alright? Or if you haven't seen Fight Club, or if you haven't seen Death Note, the Japanese film. I actually heard that they're remaking it. God help you if you go and see a fucking remake of it. Anyway, folks, Dark Knight fanboys are annoying. They have pissed me off in a way that no group of fanboys have ever pissed me off. I had a fanboy of the Madden video game series bitch me out in a GameSpot once because I said it's a fucking shitty series. They haven't pissed me off as much as these fucking arrogant pinheads have done, bitching me out because I haven't watched a movie. Ugh. So, Dark Knight fanboys, every last fucking one of you who watch that movie and bitch at others who think it's average, fuck you. Fuck each and every fucking one of you. And as far as I'm concerned, you can all burn in hell. Because anybody who sends threats over a fucking movie, where you say that you want to hunt down a person, that's bullshit, okay? It is. Now, folks, I'm very sorry that this, episode of the Fanboy Chronicles isn't as funny as I would hope for some of the other ones to be, but I really did need to get this off of my chest. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, take care, and I'll see you all in the near future. Peace.